Oh, how the mighty have fallen. This here is a 1983 Honda CBR600R, better known as the Nighthawk. Just 7 years ago, this machine lived a far different life than the one it lives now. It spent its days exploring and experiencing amazing, beautiful places. Riding across the road, the exhaust growling, the headlights shining, and the wind blowing across the engine. The bike was alive. However, now this machine sits in the garage, plastered with rust and corrosion, flat tires and gunked up carbs. This bike, just 7 years ago, was alive and free. Now it is here, waiting to be parted out and crushed. How did we get here, you might ask? Well, this bike spent the last 7 years of its life sitting outside, behind a shed. If only the owner cared enough for this bike to properly store it, this bike would still be riding like new. I'm making this video to teach everyone to take proper care of your machines, to show you how to give it the love it deserves. Don't just park your bike for the winter and forget about it. That's what happened to this Nighthawk. It was parked, forgotten, neglected. Then when the owner discovered it no longer ran properly, he got rid of it. Winter is here, and you need to make sure you are taking good care of your bike, showing it the love it needs, the love this Nighthawk never received. This is Hero's Guide on how to properly winterize your bike. Hey everybody, this is my 10 steps to properly winterizing your motorcycle. You can do these in any order you like, but I prefer doing in this order because it makes the most sense. Let's get started. Step number 1, fuel stabilizer. I chose fuel stabilizer from the step number 1 because you need to get the stabilizer through all the fuel injectors or carbs. You will start by adding the recommended amount into your tank, run your engine or ride your bike for at least 10 minutes, then add some more into the tank and make sure your gas is full all the way to the top. You want to do this to prevent rust. If you have a carbed bike, then you have the extra step of draining the carbs. To do this, you're going to have to turn the petcock all the way off, and then you need to drain the carbs. Step number 2, clean and lubricate your chain. You want to clean the chain thoroughly with a good quality chain specific degreaser that is O-ring safe, and then you want to lube the chain with a specific O-ring safe lubricant. Step number 3, change your oil. You want to change your oil and filter. Make sure you do not start your bike once this is done. From now on, your bike will remain off until springtime. If you start your bike even for a minute, it can contaminate the oil and you'll have to change it again. Step number 4, wash and wax your entire bike. You want to thoroughly wash and wax the whole bike. Make sure you get underneath as well. Make sure you pay attention to your rims and other nooks and crannies. You don't want it to sit dirty all winter or it could cause corrosion. Step number 5, check your tire PSI and make sure it is at the recommended level. You then want to put your bike on the bike stands. If you don't have bike stands, then at least roll the bike onto a piece of carpet or plywood. Also try to remove the tires to a different spot once a week to prevent flat spots on the tire.
Of fantasies and we looked at them 11 ways. You said, look at me, I looked away, and you wrote the song I wanna play. I'll write you.
Step number 6, install the battery tender. This is important to make sure your battery doesn't go flat. Batteries need a constant charge to remain healthy. This one only cost me $20 and has worked for years. If you really can't afford the $20, then at least take the battery out of the bike and store it indoors. Step number 7, coat various bits of metal on your bike with WD-40. This is to prevent corrosion. If you park your bike outside, then this step is very crucial and you want to be liberal with the amount of WD-40 you spray on the bike. If you park your bike indoors, then you can be a little bit more conservative with the amount that you put on the bike. Step number 8. Cover up all the holes, mainly the exhaust. This is to prevent the little critters from crawling in there and making a home. A good tip is to cover it with some bright colored material to avoid forgetting about it and turning the bike on with it in there in the springtime, as that could be bad. Step number 9. Put some leather conditioner on the seat to prevent the material from cracking. Our 10th and final step is to cover the bike. This will help prevent dust from settling on the bike. Then this will also help prevent the salt from getting on the bike too. If you share a garage with a car and the car rolls in with salt on it, it could contaminate the air and get on your bike and cause corrosion. If you park your bike outdoors, then this step is even more important, and you want to make sure you have a nice heavy duty cover and possibly even 2 or 3 covers just to make sure. Some other things to consider. An anti-theft device. In my garage I have 2 video cameras, and outside my garage I have 2 more. It is important to do as much as you can to prevent your bike from being stolen. You want to make sure you have a disc lock and possibly any sort of alarm hooked up to your bike. This is more important if you park your bike outside. If for whatever reason you had to add water into your antifreeze during the summertime, make sure you drain out all the antifreeze and put the proper blend of water to antifreeze ratio in the engine. If you do not do that, then you can risk breaking your bike if the water freezes. And you might want to lube all your cables to prevent corrosion. Alright, well that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys are going to properly winterize your bike using these steps. Thank you for watching, have a good day, bye.